Two in a row.
Believe it or not, my first job out of high school was an air conditioning job when I was 16, and that's what got me all excited about it. So as my career grew, I sat down with my wife, and I said, I think I want to start a business. My wife had called in to a radio show, and she won money, and it was like, oh my God, let's buy a truck.
We worked really, really hard. We sacrificed. When we got married, we didn't even take a honeymoon because we wanted to buy a house.
So we started our business. She was answering the phones, and I was doing the calls.
I was born in 1990, so they started really like a couple months before I was born.
My father, growing up, we'd come downstairs and he'd be at the kitchen table with stacks and stacks of paperwork, something that luckily my mom was very good at.
They built an office in the basement of our house, so my mom would work like day and night.
Giving the kids baths, and I have vendors coming into my house.
That's how it got started, so we were really born into this.
They bought this building in 1997, and it just kind of like blossomed.
Quality Matters is like a little logo underneath our name, and it means a lot to me.
You're not going to find anybody more honest than John. He will never sell a customer anything you don't need, and I'm proud of that. He's just a great human being.
I remember so many times when my dad would go to a home where my dad knew they can't afford the service, and he would do the service, come back, and they would wash it and go on to the next one.
Customer has an issue or whatever, I read it and I put myself in their place, and that's how I make my decision. Sometimes it's not the most profitable decision, but it's a decision that, I can live with.
When he sells the jobs, I go into the homes and I meet the homeowners. The homeowners always talk very highly of John. A lot of respect for John.
You say, I'm John's daughter from Total Temperature Control. I'm like, oh, we know John. And he's been involved in every aspect of like our lives growing up, like the community's life. He's such a big give back, and it's like amazing to just like be a part of it.
John is passionate about the HVAC business. He's principled, service is key, innovative with programs, and working well with the people that work in his organization to make them the best that they can be.
It's a great culture. Everybody who's ever worked for us, we treat each other like family.
They like to be flexible with their employees. If they have a family problem, they always let them take care of those things first.
They respect one another, empowering people to make decisions. It's really nice to see that.
John's the guy that opens up doors, bringing everybody together and talking. And it's kind of fun watching it because he does make it happen. It's about helping your community grow. And if you help your community grow, you're going to grow, in fact, also.
On our second date, he looked at me and said we were going to get married. 7 months from our first date, we got married.
The two of them are a complete team together. John's very non-confrontational. Mel will have no problem ironing out all the problems.
Mel definitely wears the pants in the family, right?
She's the tough one. He's the sweet and gentle one, but it works.
They are complete opposites, but I think opposites attract, and it is what made the balance of the company and the family work.
It's magical, right? It's funny. It's a great relationship.
It's just a joy to work with those guys.
You're always laughing with those two.
When they were first starting the business, they used to have like car washes here. So the high school can come do car wash to raise money. So he's always done little things like that for the community.
We have a local food bank right down the street from us.
My AC went. It was in the summertime. I called John. The parts for the air conditioner was like $17,000. And he said, I'm only going to charge you for labor. So they came in and put it all in one day. And a week later, I get the check back again. And I called him, John, why do I have the check? He goes, well, I can't make you pay for that. He goes, buy food, do whatever you want. I don't want the money back. It's nice that they're there and always come and help when we need them.
Their hearts are huge.
John Ambrosino is a perfect example of someone who has great pride and passion about his business and about representing the Carrier brand.
He absolutely bleeds blue.
He's very loyal to the Carrier brand.
I was very lucky to get it nominated and accepted to be on the electrical board. And I was able to represent and change a lot of things that have been problematic to our field for a long time. And during that process, I became a published author now. And what's even wild is it's a bestseller. So I may be forced to buy it, but still I'm a bestseller.
Family-owned businesses have been the bedrock of success in our country since its inception. They are an example of a family-owned business, and the people that work here, they're part of their family.
My kids, I follow them. They have taken the ball and run.
They care about this place as much as John and I care about this place.
It's a family company. It's designed to be a generational company.
It would mean the world to me to keep this business going for another 50 years.
If my parents have taught us anything, we can do it.